Stoicism, a philosophy that stands the test of time. Stoicism is a philosophy that transcends centuries, maintaining its relevance across eras. Born in ancient Greece, its principles remain as applicable today as they were 2,000 years ago. Why? Because Stoicism speaks to fundamental aspects of human existence: suffering, joy, triumph, and loss, as well as fear and hope. The Stoics never promised an easy life. They never claimed that adopting their philosophy would make everything simple. On the contrary, Stoicism demands inner discipline, self-reflection, and effort in shaping one's perception of reality, and that is precisely what makes it so valuable. It does not offer illusions or false hopes, but provides tools to help shift one's outlook on life. And in the end, isn't that the key to happiness? When we hear the word Stoic, we often imagine someone cold, emotionless, and indifferent to fate. But this is a misconception. The Stoics never denied emotions. They understood that joy, sadness, fear, and anger are natural aspects of human nature. However, they believed that a person should not become a slave to their emotions. Feelings come and go, but how we respond to them is a conscious choice. Epictetus, one of the most renowned Stoics, said that while we have no control over external events, we do have control over our thoughts about them. This is a key principle of Stoicism. You cannot control the weather, stop aging, or prevent every injustice you encounter, but you can control your reaction to these things, and that is where true freedom lies. Seneca wrote that we suffer not so much from events themselves, but from how we perceive them. If we view difficulties as the end of the world, they will indeed feel like a catastrophe. But if we see them as challenges that strengthen us, even the most painful experiences can become valuable lessons. Imagine losing your job. You could fall into despair, consider it a terrible injustice, and blame yourself or external circumstances. Or you could see it as a new chapter, an opportunity to grow, learn, and find something truly fulfilling. Yes, fear and uncertainty will still be there, but instead of fixating on them, you can redirect your energy toward what is within your control. Or take, for example, a friend's betrayal. It hurts, but if you accept that people are imperfect and that everyone acts according to their own character and circumstances, it won't feel like a personal tragedy. A Stoic would say, "I cannot change this person, but I can learn from this experience and move forward." They would not waste years on resentment, revenge, or self-doubt. Instead, they would acknowledge the reality and continue living. Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor and one of the greatest Stoic philosophers, left behind Meditations, a book filled with wisdom and life observations. In it, he wrote, "If something causes you suffering, try looking at it from a different perspective. Perhaps it is not as terrible as it seems." It is fascinating how relevant these thoughts are today. In a world of social media, endless information noise, and imposed ideals of what a happy life should look like, people feel lost. They compare themselves to others, worry about the future, and struggle to let go of the past. Stoicism teaches us to focus on what truly matters. A Stoic does not complain about fate. They understand that life is inherently unfair, but that is no reason to suffer. They do not chase approval because they know that other people's opinions are beyond their control. They do not fear change because they accept that everything in this world is temporary. To be a Stoic means to see things as they are, without illusions, without dramatization. It means accepting reality, but not passively, rather with awareness, taking action where possible. Stoicism is inner freedom. It is the ability to remain calm amid chaos, confident amid uncertainty, and strong even in the most difficult circumstances. But is this possible in everyday life? Absolutely. Stoicism is not just a philosophy found in books. It is a practical guide to living. It is a skill that can be developed daily. This does not mean that you will instantly become an unshakable sage immune to all hardships, but you will begin to see things differently. You will realize that much more is within your power than you once thought, and perhaps that realization will change everything. So, Stoicism is not just a philosophy, it is a way of living consciously, accepting reality as it is, and finding strength rather than suffering in it. It is the ability to distinguish between what we can control and what we cannot. It is the rejection of unnecessary worries and a focus on what truly matters. But the most important thing is that Stoicism only works when applied. It cannot be fully understood by simply reading a few quotes from Marcus Aurelius or Seneca. You have to practice it. You have to train yourself to see the world differently. The next time something goes wrong, instead of reacting with frustration or fear, ask yourself, can I change this? If yes, take action. If not, accept it. Because in the end, life is not about what happens to us, but about how we respond to it. We create our own world. We decide whether it will be filled with chaos or inner peace. Stoicism is not about suppressing emotions, being cold or indifferent. It is about resilience awareness and living in harmony with oneself and the world. So why not try it? Starting today, starting now. Take a step toward calmness, confidence, and freedom from unnecessary worries. Let this be your personal challenge, your internal experiment. See how your life changes when you stop resisting what is beyond your control and focus your energy on what you can change. And if you're interested in learning more, if you want to dive deeper into these ideas, if these reflections inspire you, subscribe to the channel. There will be plenty more thoughts that might change your perspective on life. Share this video with friends, leave a comment and let me know what you think. Let's explore this together, because the more awareness there is in the world, the better the world becomes. Thank you for being here. See you in the next videos.